Okay, so I have a battle against Kashmir here, the last week of Battle of the Underlings, and we see pretty much what I expected, but no Slurpuff. So Archeops outspeeds my whole team, Floats outspeeds my whole team, and I have 0 Scarf this week, so I am going to have to get around that with... who knows? I have Spadef Moltres here, which I really don't have a good answer to Meloetta, because that just has coverage for all of my walls. I have a Rock Polish Rhyperior, came back because it won so many games. That's pretty much my only way about speeding Floatzel. I have, Sub-Salic Sword Stance Rapidash, which just does not hit the Registeel, but we have other ways to deal with that, I think. We have Red Card Vileplume, which might be fun. Who knows? That was there for after Belly Jump Surf-Off. Specs Rampart just fire off hits against slower mons, which I don't even know if there are any. Outspeed No Speed, Trotagon, and Palisand. Moltres just max Spadef, max HP, because I forgot to EV it, so I just slapped that on it. And a Fizdef Swampert, which is to deal with an Archeops lead. Although, also kinda deals with Floatzel, kinda deals with Trotagon. So, let's just... I wonder if Archeops Oko's Drampa, because this may be worth it. This Archeops lead head smash does pretty much guaranteed one hit me, so we're not doing that. So I believe the play is Swampert. As a Meloetta lead sucks for me, so let's go Moltres, because I don't have another switch in as good as Moltres. I was tempted to go Spadef Rampart again, but nah. Spadef Rampart didn't help if they just had a Slurpuff that was going to kill it, Floatzel which has Blizzard, and it just doesn't deal with Drotagon and a lot of my opponent's mons. Only one I was really good for was Palisand, and kinda depends on Meloetta, because I know it has 2 forms. Honestly, I've never played Meloetta before. I don't even know what its other form is, what triggers it, I just think it's a fighting type. Yeah, Energy Ball. Spadef Drop sucks. But, let's see how much they take from a Thunderbolt now. Meloetta... Wait, let's see if it's Scarf, how much Energy Ball does. Energy Ball, if Scarfed, does 5% or 6%. That did 8, so this is Specs Meloetta. This is locked into Energy Ball. So I assume my opponent's switch into Moltres is either Drotagon, Floatzel, possibly Palisand. I'll hit either of them with Scorching Sands. Yeah, I really don't see... Archeops could come in. I don't think hard Archeops on a one that could burn it, with a 5 move that could burn it, is a good idea. No, I'm just gonna keep Scorching Sands. This battle, isn't too important because we both made playoffs, but the winner of this battle guaranteed wins the entire league. Now, this definitely has Rock Tomb. I could switch in Vileplume and get a random mon, but Palisand would be okay, Registeel would be bad, Archeops would be bad, Floatzel would be okay, Meloetta would be bad. I don't like 50-50. I could go hard into Rapidash, but what if it glares? Drampart's dumb. I think Swampert's the best answer I have. Although I'll probably just get rocks up and then glare me, or just switch out. Glare. Okay, glare first, and then hard Meloetta, Floatzel, Registeel. I don't know here. I want to Ice Punch, but it could easily switch, and I don't like Archeops being at full, so I might get Rocks up, even though it could be Boots. Rocks here just improves my chances, so I'll just go for it. As the only defog is Archeops. So, I don't know what that's going to be then. It could be Defog, Roost, Head Smash, Taunt. I don't know. It's definitely a tough one. Triangle stays in. That's probably good for me. Never mind. That sucks because I get full powered. Just go for Rocks again as I'm going to get taken lower and lower. Let's check that. Druddigon. There's no offensive set here. Glass, Stealth Rock, Triangle, that looks right. And Swampert did 20%, that looks right. Low roll, not offensive. Okay. This could Taunt. Hard Meloetta. Now, it may Thunderbolt because I went hard into Moltres last time and I've shown that's my initial switch in. So I know it's Scarfed, so I really want to stay in on the Thunderbolt. But if I'm wrong and I lose Swampert, really weak to Trotagon, really weak to Archeops. I want to make that play, but I lose way too much. I could go Vileplume, even if it's Psychics, it just gets switched out, but I don't gain anything if it just Thunderbolts into Vileplume and then sends in Archeops. So, Energy Ball or Thunderbolt or Psychic, any of them work here. I think I have to Vileplume. Even if it dies, yeah. It definitely could die, but I know that's Scarfed into Psychic, which gives me a sub with Rapid Dash. No, let's see how much this does. That's Specs, not Scarf, I mean. And 306 against Did I really put 306? I meant 307 to outspeed Meloetta. That is the worst speed creep I've ever done. Right, Meloetta, choice spec. No? Specs? What? Oh. Psychic really does have. I'm willing to trade. Although it should go Reggie. Steel. Yeah, I could have gone Moltres there, but I really thought Thunderbolt made a lot of sense too. Yeah, Rage Steel comes in. Now this could easily just go for Rocks, could go for Toxic, so I'm just going to sub. It shouldn't go for Toxic, it might just go for Heavy Slam, in which case this sub would be dumb. I think Swampert's a great switch in them because I take Seismic Toss, I can't get Toxic, and I take Heavy Slam. I know this has been special before, I think it was a Thunderbolt Ice Beam one week, though I might be remembering that wrong. Though I don't think I've ever ran a set other than Protect, Seismic Toss, Stealth Rocks, and like Heavy Slam. Yeah, Seismic Toss. I don't want to Earthquake because Archeops there, I'm just going to Liquid. If I take Chip from Drodagon, so what? Sometimes paralysed and already kind of weak. Although knowing Meloetta's items definitely nice because I know that has to be locked in, so it cannot Energy Ball me. Well, at least not all the time. I still need to create an opening for Hyperior, which I honestly think the only mon I can rock polish up on is probably Registeel. I didn't mean blank set, but let's see how much Ice Beam does. I don't believe it gets anything better than Ice Beam to hit me with, yeah. So I believe I do that on Registeel. As it's given me enough chip, that is all the chip I need. And at this point, I believe I can go hard Drampar. I don't think it's going to have anything else stop me. Though that means I have to Fire Blast. Drampar really, it kind of sucks here if I'm honest. It really does. Drogon's probably had like 8 EVs to outspeed it, but yeah, I'll just go hard Drampar and Fire Blast, I think. 33 as I am 301. Because I know this just clicks Seismic Toss. Drogon might come in if he gets burnt, it's nice. Although this does seem like a weird switch, putting a normal dragon into a steel type. Archaeopteryl, that would really suck. Though Draco doesn't make sense. He's probably just going to stay in. Let's check the roll. Fire Blast 60. Yeah, I thought it was like that. Crit as it's Ockerberry. As I get a Spatak boost and have to hit another one. The crit doesn't matter if I was going to hit this anyway. But now Rapidash can sweep, because the only thing I had to break for Rapidash to go in is now dead. And now they have to go on one that kills Drampar, so... Although I am locked in, so... They could easily just go Floatzel here. And I would have to sack. I'm actually not mad about how early Vileplume died, it was only there for one mon that didn't come. Now I know this is choiced, so I'm kind of happy they agreed to take the sack with this. As we see, it does go Psychic, which it switched out last time, but they don't have the Registeel this time. So this time I will substitute. Yes, this is a speed tie due to my terrible prep. Okay, Palossand comes in, that's probably a good thing. So I just Sword Stance here, then I sub until I get my Salac Berry. Then I believe I go in. Maybe Subcalm Mind would have also worked. But Kashmir's only had one loss this season, and that was to a Subcalm Mind Slowking. So relying on Subcalm Mind to beat him kind of felt wrong, so I didn't run that. I don't kill this in one hit. I really should have just let myself take a Shadow Ball there. I think Palossand. How the hell do you spell all these mons? Palossand, Fizz Death. Yikes. That was a huge yikes. I really should have waited a bit more, but do I really just want to do half to this? Or do I? It's so greedy, but I might just go for the Zen flinch. Flinch. Fuck. Well, we all make terrible plays. That was one of the worst I've ever made, but we can learn from that. Possibly. Now, I believe Earth Power from this. Rhyperior, 75. But then I only do 36. Like, Jesus, that was a terrible play for me. As I'm not Weakness Posse, but Pasho Berry, because that has Aqua Jet. I need more chip on this. Do I go Moltres? Probably. 40. Yeah, that's enough. There's probably a Scarfed Archeops or something like that on Floatzel. But I can still win. Although, yeah, this definitely is not a good place because I did not check that damage. And yeah, this is Fizz Death. So I do know that this Moltres should do 40. Easily could switch into Drodagon here, which I'll probably have to trade with. Or at least just let this die. Okay, Archeops does come in, doesn't get burnt, as it is boots. I have to go Swampert, which gets 2-hit KO'd at this point, I think. As it is support, it does defog. I believe Ice Punch is my best move here. Although Floatzel sucks whatever I go for. And I can't go for Earthquake here. I need to... This could be... No, it's not Meteor Beam because it's boots. But it could still be special. Something like Ancient Power Air Slash. It is Air Slash, it is special, but I get the Ice Punch. And I freeze, which is lucky. I want to take way too much of an advantage for Rhyperior. I think I'm gonna do it. This is really greedy. But I'm definitely down here. Due to my own fault. Yeah, Air Slash, Ancient Power. Earth Power is on it, but this is an Archeops with 1/12 attack actually. That really sucks. I should have Ice Punched again. I do not want to get Glad. I can't get Glad, so I have to go Swampert. Well, I haven't lost too much. I actually just gained lefties from that, although I would have gained a lot of chip and lefties if I stayed in. That definitely was a good move from Kashmir. Crit's nice, but we die. And I believe this is game over because we're Scorching Sand 18. Yeah, so I need to get Rhyperior speed without getting it glared, and there is no way I do that if this has rock move, which probably does. So I have to just Scorching Sand, hope I burn, Scorching Sand again. Okay. I have the Scorching Sand again. I don't know what I'm going to set up on though. So obviously floats or should come in. Okay. The Drodagon's staying low, and okay, that definitely was worth doing because that mon didn't do anything unless it thawed there. Huh. Yeah, I think Floatzel comes in. Yeah. I just have Scorching Sands because I have Pasho on Rhyperior, so I get one chance at this. Floatzel. Specs is a set? Banned. Liquid does half. Earthquake 37.5. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Oh my. And last game. That power there lost me the only chance I had. Because I believe +1 liquid, I lived, and I would have killed it back after Scorching Sands if it didn't have a defense boost. But yeah, no, I wouldn't have won this anyway because I would have liquid then Aquajet. And at this point I just die to Meloetta. So I have to hope it doesn't have... Yeah, no, there's no way I win this because it crits, not that mattered. GG. Glare's definitely an annoying move. I could have definitely had it on my Trampa, but I didn't. Another 4-0 with both those two dead. That's kind of weird. But still, congrats to Kashmir for winning this season. And I've still made playoffs, so losses not that bad. And yeah, that's it.